Hello, my name is Rylan, and I'm doing this learning story video for my ECS 200 course on my volunteer position at the Wascana Rehab Center. I was a recreational therapy volunteer, and the whole purpose of that was to enhance the quality of life for the residents of the extended care program at the Wascana Rehab Center by assisting them with the delivery of therapeutic recreation programs. Um, so the whole goal of that was to assist residents with board games, movies, cards, various other recreational activities. The one I was most involved with was the water program or the swimming program. And with that program, I'd be paired up with a member of the extended care or a resident at the Wascana Rehab Center, and we'd get into the water. And everyone I've been partnered up with was in either a wheelchair, couldn't walk, or do anything. We'd get them into the water, we'd put ankle weights on them, and we'd get them to start walking in the water, um, and or even just doing flutter kick in the water. And so the main takeaway I took away from my position is that how we can adapt different activities so people can do them. In the case of the people I was working with, they couldn't walk, they couldn't do anything, so we put them in the water, and they were all of a sudden being able to do that. Whether we give them floaties or have them hold onto the rail, they could do it. Um, so I also learned that from stories from the people that are residents there, that they have great stories, great life experiences, and it's something that I did not really think about going in. I was like, oh, it's just somebody in a wheelchair. What do they have to? What do I have to learn from that? However, once I got to know them and I started hearing the stories, I was really taken back and surprised. Really, the one person I was partnered up with was one of the first female jail workers in the Saskatchewan, and so just overall, what I learned the most is how we can adapt different activities for people to be successful. And being a teacher, going into schools, that's the one thing we always need to know. Especially me being a phys ed major, you need to be able to adapt the activity so that each student has the opportunity to improve without adapting activities so that everyone's included. You can't get that inclusive classroom, and it's going to become a much harder environment to teach in. Um, Also, you need to make sure that you don't just stereotype your students, right? You need to make sure that everybody has an equal voice in the classroom, that you're listening to it, and you're also making those progressions and adapting your course material or your lesson plans so that each student can learn from it properly. And that's really a short overview of what I learned in my volunteer placement. Thanks.